All right. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the nighttime stream. Or the morning stream, or the middle of the day stream. Pretty much it's just nighttime for me. I think it's the middle of the day for everybody else. I should probably find the game, because right now we've just got a big black screen, which is not fun. I should at least get it going in the background. So please bear with me, because apparently I sat here while my timer counted down from 10 minutes and did absolutely nothing to prepare. Where are you, game? There you are. Alright, there we go. That's better. Hey! I have a trivia question I need to ask you. So I will put that here in the chat as I say it, because you've redeemed your benefit for a trivia question. If people are wondering what to do with those points, it's really just trivia questions. I don't have anything else. And the trivia question is... themed to the capitalism that we're doing here, what is the currency of Thailand? Welcome everybody, welcome Tom. Hey, Panda. Oh, there are Panda-related emotes. It's perfect. We won't spend too long. We'll get started in a second. I got a tricky question. It's easier for me because I'm in Australia and Thailand is just so close by. It's just right around the corner. All right. But we'll wait just a couple of seconds to get to, if people were waiting until 11 o'clock to come say hi, and then we'll get started with the game. Is there anybody here who hasn't seen the earlier parts of this series? This is our third time streaming Recettear. It's a pretty, I mean, it's not, you haven't missed much in terms of just playing. It's just me playing. It's not like you're missing huge chunks of storyline. I mean, still go back and watch them if you want to. Sorry. Oh, nice. Perfect. Yeah, oh, that's cool. We only really do one playtest of our rooms, so. Ooh, oh no, I didn't get out of here. Okay, all right. Well, let's get started. I should please forgive me for the complete tattiness of these headphones. They are falling apart, as you can see. And give me a heads up if the game volume's too high or too low or whatever. But we're going to play this game. We're going to stream, and it's going to be great fun. Okay, so as a heads up for anybody who is either new to this stream right now or is watching this in the future and for some reason started with episode 3, this is Recettear. It is a game where we play as this little anime girl, Recette. That is our fairy named Tia. And we sell fantasy goods to fantasy people in a fantasy world. The two ways to get goods are either to purchase them at shops for like 70% of their value or something, and then sell them at 100% of their value, or 120 sometimes, or you just go down into the mines. You take a adventurer and you go off and you get items for free and you sell them for thousands of dollars. Danny is doing well. Danny was working today on a job that we've got unrelated to the podcast, sort of a commissioned escape room, so that'll be really fun. And no, she's had a nice easy day. She's currently just heading to bed. Well, not easy. A busy. She's berating me for saying easy. A good day. She's had a successful, a busy, accomplished day. Oh, does anyone remember what the heck we were doing in this game? We've got obviously some expensive stuff. What's in our longsword? We've got lots of weapons. Ooh, we've got a lot of weapons now. So I'm just having a look at what's... Ooh, shields are currently cheap. Oh, that's hectic. Well, I mean, look, I don't know how you get into the escape room business in general. We got in because we just started designing escape rooms for the podcast, and even then, we're not really in the industry as most people would see it. Like, you know, we don't have any physical rooms. The room we're designing is still another virtual one. It's a text-based room that people can play through for a website. But even that's very rare. Most of the stuff we do is just our own design. And we got into it just because we started doing it. So if you want to get into it, you can just do it. I mean, a lot of people just sort of enjoy the concept. They have the money on hand, and so they just build a room. Especially because it's such a new industry, right? Most of the people that I know sort of did that. They just went, I'm just going to start making a room, and I reckon it'll be good. Yeah, that is true. Lots of people, I mean, now that's much easier. Now that everything's sort of set up and established a bit more, you can just like start as a person who helps run rooms. Oh my god, look at this expensive azure necklace. 15,000, put that in the window. Oh, I might have, sorry. I'm jumping between real conversations and dumb conversations in which I put clothes in a window. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Like, obviously now is not a good time to start a room, but yeah, look, if you can, it'd be a really cool thing to do. But hey, look, you're already designing a room for us. It could be a really good way to get used to room design. Well, yeah, look, there's lots of people to do it, and there's heaps of people to talk to, I'm sure, who would be willing to talk to about stuff like that. Because obviously, you know, it's a pretty supportive industry, right? Because no one's really in competition with each other. Because no one can really, because if you go to an escape room, you don't do it again. So it's a really nice industry for people who send business to each other and kind of work together within the space rather than feeling too competitive. Maybe that's changing, I don't know. But in general, it's pretty nice. Oh. Those are 4 very fun industries. God, mini golf you don't see as much anymore. 2 treasures for an old man and 2 weapons for Lou. Oh, this person is a robot. I don't know who this is. Oh my god, I had voices for all of these characters, so I will need to remember them as we go. But I think this character here doesn't have a voice yet. I can't remember. Oh hey, you're that girl who's hanging out near the windows earlier. Stained glass Yanus. Okay, I'm glad you came in. What can I get you? Arma. Yep, that's how it goes. What? Oh, is that your name? Is it like Miss Arma, like a last name, or Miss Arma? Negative. Arma. I mean, she's really a robot. I don't know why I've made her Russian. So you're just saying, call me Arma then?
So.
Affirmative. Well, I'm Recettear. Nice to meet you, Arma. Recettear. Yep. State the purpose of this facility. The purpose, to start with.
Wakatta.
Sorry, I will answer you. I will talk to you more after this cutscene is done. While I just define capitalism for a robot.
Wakatta.
Alright. Oh, that's, okay, girls do not want to pay money. They really don't want to pay real human money. So I think she's going to be like, I want this. I'll be like, 3,000? And she'll say no. Oh, wait, she said yes! Okay. When this shopping thing is done, we can chat a bit more. Oh, man. You can pay more. Oh, yeah, give me 1,700. What? 1,690. Not wanting to buy stuff that's too expensive. Okay, good morning of shopping.
Yo,
Yeah, I got weapons. Got this steel sword and this composite bow. You know what, for you, only 6,300. That was the filling order. Oh, fine cherries. Oh, the price of longswords has increased. Oh, I shouldn't have made him buy longswords. Yeah. Okay, so there. Okay, I gotta catch up on all this industry stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, feeling mini golf stuff is not super. I don't know. Like, there's not a huge amount of people. It's not so common that like it's really easy to find information. I feel like places have like a mini golf place and then that's it. You know. In terms of, so I'm just going through this line by line. I think in terms of desire to be the better escape room place, it's not even that. People don't. I think that there's less, like between places, there's less of a concern of being like better. I mean, obviously it's personal pride and passion. You do want to be the better one, but more so, what you don't want is for there to be bad escape room places. Like that's as an industry, what people, when you talk with designers and room owners, one of the big things is like. People don't know what escape rooms are. So when they go to one, if it's bad, that's a person who is never going to go to another escape room. So if their first experience with an escape room is a cheap, badly designed escape room, they just go, oh, this is what escape rooms are, and they never do one again. So if you're in the industry, often what you want is you want to support a lot of other rooms in being good because you want to build up you want to increase the chance that when someone does their first escape room in your area, they do a good room. Because if someone does a good room, they will come back to do more and more rooms. So you actually you want to be better, obviously, because you just like being better, but you want everyone to be good. Like it is good for your business if your competition is very good, right? Because it's not like if you watch a bad movie, you would be soured off movies forever, but because people are still assessing what an escape room is in their head, if there are bad escape rooms, that will negatively affect your business. Even if you're better than a bad escape room, that doesn't matter. The bad escape room will negatively affect whether people will do escape rooms in your area, especially if it's cheap and gets Groupon and all that other stuff. So it's actually a really interesting dynamic in the industry. What? You can't not have a pirate-themed mini golf place. That's the whole point of mini golf. Yes, yeah, I saw we were talking to you about escape room, playing your room. It'll be exciting. It's still going to be a while till we start recording that season. We just need a bit of a break. Once we do, we'll definitely do that. It'll be good. I think you can get away with mini golf and escape room in the same building. I think that would make sense. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll do them eventually. We've got a few people running rooms for us, which is going to be great. But yeah, we'll take a while. I mean, it's not going to come out for a while. Like, the season won't start for a good couple of months. Is that not fair? Maybe a good month? What's the timeline for when our rooms are coming out? Got another room coming out on the 20th, then the 3rd, and then we'll probably have like a week off. I think, you know, they might start in July, the next season. No, I'm thinking of the timing. Episode 9 comes out on the 20th of May. Episode 10 comes out on the 3rd of June. No, and then we've got the post show on the 10th of June. And then the 17th, then there's 2 weeks after that we might do bonus episode release. And then the 1st of July would be after that. So I think the next season will probably start in July. See, look, I know, Danny's in the other room complaining, saying, I don't know how to count months. You know, she doesn't trust me. Fair. She forgot about the post show in episode 10. Ah, nice. Yeah, see, but it's true, right? If you were in Manchester and you went to one of the really bad rooms and you had never done an escape room before, there's a very good chance you would just be like, I guess escape rooms are not for me. This is what escape rooms are and they're not so interesting. You wouldn't go back to another one. So, like, the fact that there is a bad room in Manchester will negatively affect the good rooms in Manchester. Whereas someone who goes to the good room first will be like, oh wow, this is awesome, I need to do more escape rooms. And then they'll go and go to all the others, even if they're bad. But they will still keep going. If your second room is bad, that's fine. You'll do a 3rd and a 4th and a 5th and a 6th. But if your first room's bad, there's a good chance you're not going to do any more. Because that's what's defining an escape room for you. Hey, game, what are you doing? Okay. We opened once, we should probably go shopping. Oh, maybe not. Oh. No, let's open up. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have another run of shopping. Oh, she's back? Oh no, it's this kid. It's Caillou. Oh my god, what was Caillou's voice? Was he like a surfer? I feel like Caillou was like a California surfer. Good day, you seem to be lounging about as usual. Well, that's not true. I'm really very, very busy. Even if I do have to put my feet up on the counter. Right, putting that aside for a moment, I assume you've heard about the recent issues concerning the trade of item deemed by the chapel masters to be magical. Typical. Yeah, I heard about that. The chapel masters have been seized items they claim have a corrupting influence on man's immortal soul, I believe the claim was. Spot on, yeah, righteous. Just as I'd expect of you, Madam Fairy. Hey. Anyway, it's all sanctimonious nonsense. Interestingly though, the items that the chapel gathers for destruction, a lot of them turn up in the dungeons, and I mean, like, a lot, like, just primo. What? Why? It's a very good question. Dungeons have always been packed with, like, mysteries and stuff, you know, like, however, might not be worth thinking about too hard, though. It does, however, present an opportunity, which leads me to, like, you want these cards or something? So, if you're new to the stream, the cards allow us to use them as our player character when we do missions to get items out of the world. When we go on, like, dungeon crawls. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of discussion about, like, those kind of overused themes, the Prison Break themes and the Bank Heights themes and a Sherlock Holmes theme. Yeah, oh, man, that'd be good. You know what you should do if you want some nice practice in terms of getting your hands on stuff that will help you with escape room building. you should look into if there are any community. I don't know if it's as big a thing in England, but you should look if there's any community theatre groups around you, because they'll often do a lot of their own set building. So you might be able to, if you're just looking for something in your free time to help build up those skills, you should see if there's any community theatre groups that need help or would want extra hands with set building. And you can like kind of put those skills to a practical use without any kind of high stakes and without having to pay people to like. It could be a really nice idea if you're looking to build up that skill and also help people out with it. Community theatre set building could be a really nice idea. Because I've done some set building for community theatre, but and like they'll appreciate the hands, you'll appreciate the experience, and it's a fun thing and a cool way to meet people anyway. You should check it out. See if there's anyone around. That's my secret tip. How can you be so like dumb? You're so dumb. I want to show that these items return to general circulation. Travel masters are like standing astride curiosity and knowledge, and I won't have it. If you help me, you can recover some items to sell, while I lay hands on other things for, study and such. Cool, so we've got a new character to play with. Oh. That's nice. I would love to get into woodworking. It's just something I've always wanted to do but never gotten around to doing. So, something nice. Cheap as cheap. Cheap. Oh yeah. Scenery in terms of helping out. Like most of the woodworking I've done is community theatre set building, which is not a huge amount. But yeah, no, I didn't have the option for woodworking in school. My school was too ridiculous. Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, look, there's such a difference in people who buy sets and rooms and stick them into the space they've got, and people who really invest the love and the time into building their rooms. I don't know if there's probably not a huge amount of financial difference. They're probably worse off. I don't know, but in terms of the quality and the passion and just the joy of those people, it's just lovely. Hey. Alright, so because it's high price, it's actually double the price. So I should start at 200%, right? And then jump up to like 225. And he'll be and he wants that much money because everybody's hot on swords right now. Okay, she's saying sell. She wants to sell me an apple. Give me $120. Give me $120. I'll give you $120. Oh, Medusa escape. I kind of like that idea. There's some sort of inbuilt mechanics to the idea of it. And you could, I mean, the problem with the Medusa, well, not problem, the opportunity with the Medusa escape is you want lots of like statues, effectively, right? Like. I mean, like, mirrors are just inbuilt into that thing, right? Like. Wait, oh no, what's happening here? Oh no, did anybody notice if I'm buying or selling this? Am I buying or selling this apple? Did he come in and be like, I've got an apple for you? What does he want? Whatever, 100%. Ah! I bought it. Oh well, wasted money on an apple. Oh Oh, okay, she wants 2 weapons. Yeah, I can get you 2 weapons in 3 days. Easy.
ありがとうございました。
Easy, I can get you 2 weapons in 3 days.
いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah, fake statues that open. Like, you could play with heaps of stuff. Although you'd almost be worried that you'd be doing the same thing too often, right? You don't want a whole room that's nothing but statues. But you could definitely find some really cool stuff. Could I get this? He wants to buy my beef bowl.
ありがとうございました。
No, distract away.
売れたよ。
Also, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna call you Kick with Boots, not B. Someone was it someone here who was recently recommending that we talk with the film re-roll people? Someone keeps they've been recommended to us as people to talk to about guests, or like to be guests, a few times.
行ってきます。
Ah, that was you? Hi, welcome. Welcome. So the idiot who's just joined the chat is my brother. Hi, Pat. There's no coronavirus in a fantasy world. Ah, awesome. Cool. Well, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Two-way mirrors that turn into one-way mirrors. Some really fun stuff. The trick, bloody Panda, with a lot of that stuff is when your tech gets too complicated, right? Like, oh, how would you like take a statue and turn the statue in such a way that a door's going to open? It's really easy because what you do is you just have a game master who's watching. Watch them until the statue is in the right place and then hit the button that opens the door. And so you can do whatever, you just need a statue that can move. But in terms of like the mechanics of how it works, it doesn't even matter. You just get a person with a button and they just wait and they go, yep, you did it. And then they press the button and it opens. That's the sneaky low-tech solution to all the high-tech issues. Some people go super high-tech and some people just like press the button. It's great. Well, look, Tom, we'll do your virtual room. And when it's really fancy, and you get some physical rooms, and yeah, if we're in England, we'll come and play them. If you're, are you near? Are the people from Infinite Escape Room? Are they from Manchester? One of them's from Cardiff. But you got an escape room podcast people right near you. Okay, so who are we going to take on a mission? We can take Caillou. We just got this guy. He's a bit of a brat and frail. Let's bring him and see what he's like. I want a new dungeon. Oh man.
さて、行きましょうか。頑張ってください。
I mean, look, even if it's bad, write it anyway. Yeah, Infinite Escape Room is like the other show that does something similar to us. They started like a year and a half or a year and a bit after we did. It's not exactly the same, but it's a similar dynamic. We've had them on the show before. Oh, yeah, you would. Just go anywhere where people talk about escape rooms and people play it. Go to the Facebook Escape Room Enthusiast page. Or just, like, tweet about it and we'll retweet it and then someone will be like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know, right? They owe us royalties. Alright, so what do we know about this little kid? Like, oh, whoa, I've got 3... spells. Hold on. Ooh, okay. So I've got either Pyro Bomb, create an explosion centered on Caillou, Ice Mine, create a block of ice that makes enemies get hurt if they touch it, and Spark Burst, fire a torrent of arcane missiles. Well, this seems like way too much. So I'm currently on the explosion one, so I can be like... Oh, okay, I'm gonna die. Well, that didn't go well. Oh, lovely. Well, that didn't go well. I don't even have an item to take. What a waste of a day. Oh. Yeah. Done. News. This year's harvest a disaster. The price of food has increased. The price of shields has normalized. Alright, so my food is all... Cool. So my food sells for twice as much now. Do I have... an old man is going to want 2 treasures today. I might go shopping. Then open the store. Just buying a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Hey, if you want to write a Medusa-themed virtual room, audio room, that's a great idea. Can I do any cool fusion? No. Oh, wait. Fair. Oh man, Shakespeare theme would be very good. Is Shakespeare a big thing in Germany? Like, is that something common? Like, if you hang out with a bunch of Germans, you're like, hey, Shakespeare, and they're like, oh yeah, I love Shakespeare. I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe. Really? You read Shakespeare in high school in Germany? Do you read like just like, I presume like just German translations of Shakespeare? Like, I don't know. I mean, I suppose it's pretty important. You just do read it in English? Because all Germans speak perfect English. It's ridiculous. Okay, that is both fair and really weird, because Shakespearean English is not English. Oh man, Danny and I have decided that our new way of being negative about a thing is to quote the scene from the Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet when John Leguizamo first appears, where he goes, "Peace? Peace. I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. And it's ridiculous. That scene is the wildest scene. It's hilarious. Oh, it is just so dumb. But no, yeah, like, is the Shakespeare, when you do it Shakespeare as part of an English course in Germany, is it Shakespearean? Like, is it still like, because even if you learn Shakespeare in an English-speaking country, you generally learn it with a translation next to it when you're a kid. Like, if you're learning Shakespeare in high school, you'll often get books that have a translation into modern English. That's just pointless. I get it, but it's weird. It's not going to help you learn English. No, it's not quoting Romeo and Juliet, because then we would be like, peace, peace, I hate the word, as I hate hell, all my... No, we're quoting John Leguizamo's reading of that line, where he goes, peace, peace, I hate the word. And it's great. It's so wonderful. Do you do that? Do you read like old German in your German classes? Do you read like, who's an old German playwright? Goethe? Some old Germans? Ooh, I can make a glove. Oh no, I can't. I need more honey. Goethe, Schiller, of course Brecht. I mean, we studied Brecht in drama as well, because, you know, he's Brecht. Oh, don't hide it. All Brits bite their thumbs to show disrespect. Kafka. Yeah, you're not really hurting for German writers. Apparently there's cutscenes here. I don't really care about these cutscenes. I just come to the chapel a lot. Hey, I must admit, you don't strike me as a pious type. When you came to chapel, you get a stamp on a little card, and with enough stamps, you get a piece of candy. So your primary motivation was the candy, not the faith. My previous judgment hit the sweet spot, it seems. Hey, what's wrong? Oh, the shoulder's been ripped on your doll. This is my favorite doll. And then she fixes the doll and it's all up there. I have a little thread needle in my pocket here. Loop, loop, don't cut myself. Alright. Okay. What are we putting in there? It actually ended up working well that we paid we paid 100% for that candy apple earlier, like a fool. But we can now sell it for 200%, so it's fine. We still made like a big profit, which is cool. Let's open the shop. You don't need to ever read Taming of the Shrew, you can just watch 10 Things I Hate About You. He wants some food. Oh, you want some food, do you? How about... beef. And they're high price, so let's pump that price. That was $5,200 for a whole beef set.
売れたよ。
Yes! What, you were animating a scene from Shakespeare? I mean, look, I love Shakespeare. Danny loves Shakespeare as well. We're very, very big Shakespeare people. Danny more so than me. It's always good fun.
いらっしゃいませ。
Huh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, there's a fair amount of smut and filth in Shakespeare.
これ欲しかったんだ。
いくらにしようかな。
まあそんなもんか。
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。いらっしゃいませ。
売ってくれよ。
Oh, you want to booze the world? Yeah, man. Take it for 126% of the base price. You
ありがとう
rich
ござい
kid.
ました。売れたよ。いらっしゃいませ。
I think Danny would possibly enjoy that, knowing German and Shakespeare. Ah, do I have the treasures he asked for? I do. Let's go to the treasures section. I got you a thankful statue and an unthankful statue.
これですよ、これ。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。いらっしゃいませ。
Nice. I'm obviously I won't watch this now, but I will. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab you, and I'm just going to put that into my search bar, and I'll watch it. We can watch it together in the morning. Awesome, I love it. Thank you for that. Sorry I can't react to it now, but I'll watch it with Danny tomorrow. It'll be good fun.
あのね。
Oh no, I don't. Ugh.
いくらにしようか
So
な。
she's trying to sell me food, but the food is currently double priced, and I don't want to buy it because by the time I sell it, it'll be cheap again. So I'm just going to offer her like no money at all. $800 bucks. We should say no, and then she'll get out of here. Good.
こんにちは。貧乏人が働いていますわね。
Oh, nice. She wants to buy the azure
いくらにしようかな。
necklace, and she's rich.
そうですわね。ありがとうございま
Give
し
me
た。
that 20,000.
売れたよ。
That's how you make money in this game. I've already got enough for my next payment. This is
いくら
spectacular.
にしようかな。
Oh wait, oh no, wait. Oh no, I didn't read. Quick, someone quickly tell me. Someone quickly tell me. Am I buying this or not? Am I buying this from this little girl or is she selling it to me? I need somebody to tell me, please. No? No what? No, don't tell me? I'm selling it? I'm selling it. Oh, okay. Wait. I don't trust Pat.
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Okay. Whew. Alright, all good. I keep making that mistake. News. The price of armor has increased. The chocolate bars boom has ended. Best-selling book, Sisters Struggle, to have a sequel announced. Let's try again. Let's try and actually do an adventure again. My god, that was so poor. That just went so badly with Magician Kaigo. Let's take Swordsman Louis. I don't know when I get another dungeon. Do I have to... I've done the boss. I've done everything. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if you would, Pat. No, you probably would. You got the reach on me. I don't have any items.
ちゃんとついてこいよ。
よし、行きましょう。
I'm too nice. Oh, yeah, give me that shell
アイテム
necklace.
拾ったよ。
So, like, you can see, right? Like, that's a $1,400 necklace. That pure profit. Pure profit. Nope. that's the way down to the next level. But I'm going to clear out this floor first.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. Time to crack our heads open and feast on the goo inside. Falling rocks. Red. I'll never become the wall. I've got too much heart to become the wall of this universe. Oh, plucky underdog. So I've never done any of this crafting stuff in this game until this playthrough, but it's amazing. I don't know if you ever did any, Pat, but you can use these ingredients mixed with your items to make some real hectic items. Like you can turn like 1,000 gold necklace into a 15,000 gold necklace by mixing it with a piece of honey or something. It's ridiculous. Whoa! Alright, well, that's probably all there is.
ちゃんとついてこいよ。
よし、行きましょう。
Oh, get out of here. No, I never did on my first play. I played through the entire game and I never did it. But it's a very good idea. Yeah, give me that scrap plate. Alright, let's keep going. Also, I don't know if anybody other than Pat has played what I would call it Holy Magic Century, as would any, I think, other English people in this chat. Otherwise, it's called Quest 64 on Nintendo 64. It's an amazing, ridiculous, bad, good game. It's wonderful and I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna at some point, if I can set up a Nintendo streaming, I will stream it. But the there's one of the enemies in this game reminds me so much of enemies from that game. When you go into a forest and you fight these kind of kobolds that run up and punch you with fire, and they're exactly the same as these dudes. They just remind me of them so much. An unknown ingredient. Oh, Nintendo 64. Absolutely phenomenal. You did. I'm so sorry. I can't couch it. You did miss out. I mean, I as a kid missed out on a SNES. We never had a SNES. I was the right age for a SNES. We never had it. But the Nintendo 64 is just pure magic. It's just pure joy. I would definitely like to get that set up for streaming. Oh. Well, you're either too old or too young, and you must leave the stream. All humans can only be my age or similar. Otherwise, it's terrible. Especially interesting or successful people. How dare they be any older or younger than me? Panda, what are you doing? Don't tell him. Don't tell anybody at work. And also, welcome. Hi, man. How you going? Have you ever played this game? It's a fantastic game. If you haven't played it, you should.
大丈夫ですか？
Except when you get attacked by bees.
大丈夫です。レベルが上がったよ。
Yeah, well, that's fine. You can be young and unsuccessful. No, that's... Hard part of making escape room the theme or the puzzle. Look, honestly, I don't make escape rooms. You know, I help make escape rooms. I play test them. I help make a podcast about escape rooms, but Danny does all the design. But yeah, I don't know. The puzzle design is interesting because it's sort of like it's the last thing that Danny does. I think good puzzle design, if you're good at it, is not terribly tough. 2 decades. That's young. Look at you youngies. Yeah, I think the puzzles are probably harder, but if your theming is good and things make sense, they sort of fit a bit more naturally. I think for Danny, most of her time isn't in like the puzzle design and isn't in the theme design. It's in the connections. I think is probably takes up the most. I don't know. She's asleep. She's awake. Danny, what's harder? What's the hardest part of a designing an escape room? Is it all the connect, like the arrowing? Is that like the main work? Yeah, it's not so much like the puzzles, it's how each thing connects to each other and making sure those paths are interesting and don't lead nowhere and can't be skipped and all that sort of stuff. I feel that's the most important part. I'm excited. Everybody knows German fairy tales, surely. I mean, other than Brothers Grimm, I don't know. Alright. Yeah, Grimm's pretty culturally relevant to most of Western Europe. And the colonies that they set up. Yeah. Get out of here, goat boys. Tell you what you do get in Australia. Because look, obviously, a lot of Australian stuff for white Australians is Eurocentric stuff, right? We're a British colony. But what you do get is you get a lot of, like, when you're a kid, there's lots of kids' versions of... And I have absolutely no idea if there's any authenticity to the stories. You get like kids' version of Aboriginal Dreamtime stories or other Dreamtime stories. A lot of like how whatever animal got its whatever a distinguishing feature. Why the crow is black? How the crow lost its colours or stuff like that. And that's kind of like if anything came close to something that is specifically Australian fairy tale. And not for like, you know, actual Indigenous Australians. Authentic versions of those stories. But those are the sorts of things that you get. I know of all the terribly evil, unaltered sad grim stories. As a kid, obviously, I got all the sanitized ones. Yeah, they're really interesting. They're kind of very Australian. Again, right? I got no idea if they're in any way how connected they are to Aboriginal folk stories. You know, things like the rainbow serpent, stuff like that. Give me this cherry. Oh, I can't carry anything. Oh, what? No, but I want some of this stuff. All right. I've got lots of slime fluid. I do like this. So if you've just arrived, if Manda's still here, this is not the normal game. I'm gonna go back to my shop soon once I've killed a giant rat who's gonna eat some poisonous mushrooms. Is that the boss here? Yeah, Reginald Drisby. Mouse with a
やっ
grudge.
てやるぜ
So he's gonna eat these mushrooms eventually. Oh, oh. And I want to leave the purple ones because the purple ones are poison. So if he eats one of those, he'll get knocked down. And then that's when you can hurt him. So I just gotta. Yeah. Hey, go away. Eat the mushroom. Stop attacking me.
大丈夫？
Guys. Yeah, mushroom is fine. Good, smash it. Just up, they just died. Alright, I want that rat tail, that seems cool. So let's throw away more bread.
アイテム拾ったよ。
Tail, let's get out of here. Oops.
とりあえず町に戻りましょう。
King Lear.
おやすみ。
Classic. I think
おやすみなさい。
Danny had to do King Lear at school. I never did King Lear.
今日も頑張りましたね。明
It's
日も
definitely a
この
classic.
調子でいきましょう。おはようございます。
Oh, price of swords is normalized. What's even the point? Hey Tier,
なんでしょうか。
do I have any outstanding orders? Tomorrow, 2 weapons. That's,
何をこうかな。
I can just keep 2 of these weapons for her.
何がいいかな。何がいいかな。何がいいかな。何がいいかな。行ってきます。
Let's see if I can fuse any of these things. Oh, that was expensive. I'm an idiot. But I've now got adventure clothes plus 7. Oh, that didn't sell for much at all. Complete waste of my time. See you, Tom. Have fun. Have fun with the rest of the day. Catch up at some point, and I'll see you next time. Oh, Bluebeard is... Wow, Bluebeard keeps killing his wives? Is that the shtick with Bluebeard? Honestly, I remember Bluebeard less as a fairy tale. I don't think I heard the story at all as a kid. I was introduced to the character through the comic book series Fables, which is fantastic. But they have him as a character there.
どうしようかな。 回転
And that's
する
where
ね
I。kind of was introduced to the character.
はーら。
Hey, I'm rich and
こん
dumb.
にちは。
We're gonna eat some foie gras. What's a foie gras? Hee hee hee, I'm dumb. Yeah, very well. Yeah, you see, foie gras is a food made from goose liver. It's generally considered to be a high-class dish, due in part to what is involved in creating it. By overfeeding the geese, excess fat accumulates in the liver, significantly changing the
こんな
taste.
ところでしょうか。
So I'm up late. Welcome to the stream. See, you asked me to stream in your time zone and I do it and you're not even there. Yeah, we've been going for an hour without you here. Yeah, Wolf Among Us is very fun. I really like Wolf Among Us. A lot of the other games, Telltale, the Batman games that Telltale did are also really, really fun. It is based on Fables, yeah. Made by Telltale, based on Fables. On Fables, it's just fantastic. Oh, hey, welcome, Nasicle. Welcome, all you cool peeps. Welcome to the stream. I'm selling fantasy goods to fantasy people. Welcome. Oh, nice. I played this ages ago when it first came out, and I've just started replaying it now because I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. Well, welcome everybody. I hope you're enjoying playing some playing Recettear. Maybe look, as long as you don't tell me that I'm doing anything worse than Nasicle was, I'll be happy. It's such a lovely game. It's so fun. Sell this to me, would you? Does your Caillou have a California surfer voice? Because mine does. Well, I guess that'll do. Alright, thanks. That's just great. I'm off. Aw, man. I gotta say, I like the dungeon crawl as well. The dungeon crawl is fun, although I have no idea why I can't get to a new dungeon. I'm stuck on Jade Way, and I don't know why. I swear there was another one after that, but that's fine. Sell this. Ooh, yeah, I don't want to buy your candy for extra money. Yeah, I'm not going to pay you 100% for something that's just going to go back off sale in a day. I'm wise to you, little girl. Oh, cool. See ya, bee. See your boots. Oh. Awesome. Thank you. I'd forgotten. Well, see, this is perfect. Thank you. You come in with the advice, with the viewers. It's perfect. I have no idea. I'm seeing now. I'm talking to the stream and I'm not paying any attention. Am I buying this or selling this? What am I doing now? I don't want to pay. I don't want. Did anybody notice? Did anybody notice if I am buying this chocolate bar or selling this chocolate bar? What should I pay? That means I'm buying it, right? Did he come in to give me some? Okay, fair. Well, yeah. Good, that's what I thought. Well, I'm not going to buy your chocolate bar. I'm not going to give you more than that. Oh, okay, cool. That's all right. When the text is yellow, is that the trick? Is that the trick? Oh my gosh. Oh, little girl, you are not going to buy these, but let's give it a try. See, look, you know, you should rate all of my streams to tell me how to play games. Okay, so he's saying, what can I get for this? And because it's yellow, what's a good price? Oh, it's the yellow. That's the I've got it. That's the. Thank you. Oh, you know, you've made my entire great. So it's my entire great. That's what you've made. But I still don't want to buy it because food is expensive. Thanks for following. No, it's not too little, old man. No, I'm not going to give you any more money. Get out of my face. Selling your expensive bread. If you are here, if I do start talking about escape rooms and podcasting instead of the game, you'll have to bear with me because a lot of people, yeah. Oh, apparently Australians just love to stream this game, I guess. Oh, nice. Oh well, have a good night then. I'm assuming you're going to bed. I'm here streaming for all of my European listeners. We Were Here. I don't know the game We Were. I have not actually heard. Is it? Is that like a video game escape room series? Well, thank you for rating and saying hi. And I hope I'll catch one of your streams at some point. I will find you after this and follow you. Awesome. Well, thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for your lovely advice. I honestly, I do not play many escape room video games at all. No. Although Nancy Drew has been very fun. Right, that's full of puzzles. I think because we're playing so much Nancy Drew on the streams, I'm not really doing much other puzzle game stuff. Alright, she wants some food. I got food for you. How about a beef bowl for 230.
そうですわ。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Alright.
こんにちは。いくらにしようかな。
And this is what, man, that's such an easy trick. How did I never notice this before?
ありがとうございました。
I'm such a fool.
売れたよ。
Online co-op escape room series featuring 2 Arctic explorers and abandoned haunted castles. I mean, Arctic explorers we've kind of done already. We just did that with Neil in episode 6. So you know, and then abandoned haunted castles. That's just Descent to the Culledons. We should sue them. They've stolen all our ideas. No, that's really awesome. Is it like a point and click adventure style? Is it like the old kind of flash game escape room video games? Man, that was a good day of selling stuff. Let's go. Apparently, let's go look for cutscenes that might unlock new dungeons. Apparently, I should be doing these cutscenes more often.
まったく。
Oh, what was Charmai's voice? Does anyone remember what Charmai sounded like? I feel like she had like a weird, evil, high-class voice. It's not like the Flash games. I mean, I didn't mean like in visual, in like gameplay, but like, how do you play through? Silly fairy, you can't stick a person in a cup. Maybe I could stuff you into one though. You want some of this? That was probably the voice. I believe I'll pass.
参ったな。
Well, you're lost then, you stick in the mud. Maybe Recettear wants some. What? That's, Stop clinging to her for heaven's sake. I swear, for a professional Burke, you cannot hold your liquor at all. It's me, Tia. This is my Tia voice. I don't know who this is. What's that? You again? I told you no means no. That's probably the voice. I probably got that right. What's this? Oh, what? Come on, can't a guy get a little break? Just cut me just a little slack here. I've decided that's his voice. Not just no, but hell no. Do you have any idea how long your tab is already? You'll drink me out of business at this rate. Son of a... Alright, I can take a hint. I'll call it for today. Ooh. Let me check this out. Let me check out this game. Sorry, everybody. What's the first one? Oh, this looks very Nancy Drew-ish. Free game? I will check it out. We were here. I'll have a look at it. I'll get that and have a look at it afterwards. Thank you. That sounds like heaps of fun. First-person puzzle solving. Awesome. I will check it out. Oh, him? That happens all the time. The guy keeps putting stuff on his tab and doesn't pay up. And he keeps getting chased out. I think he even has Louis beat when it comes to being poor. Well, either way, don't worry too much about him. The unwise use of money is the human trait which I find the most perplexing by far. Unwise use? Anyway, come on, Present. Your big sister wants to introduce you to a man named Jack. No. Oh, I'm excited for this new German guy. Oh, this place is dull as a rock today. Look, hi you. Hello. You again? I'm giving out candy today, you know. Come on, I'm totally too old to come in and fish with candy, which kind of makes me sad, but that's not the point. That reminds me, yesterday Kernup in the market was handing out their signature mud pies the storm eggs to anyone who wanted one. Those are so good. What? Why don't you come get me then? Hell, I want one. You're about as predictable as a mud pie too. That's a joke. It's a cool surfer joke. Ah, dang, nothing cool. Well, it's gonna take time to go home, so maybe I'll buy some stuff while I'm out. You can ramble. Where else would you ramble about video games other than right here in this chat? But again, yeah, like, I don't know. I know of the Room series, but I haven't played them. Although we actually want to go back and play through, like, Myst, because Danny and I have never played Myst as, like, a classic old-school puzzle game. So we'll do that on stream at some point as well. Time shopping. Alright. Oh, see, now I don't have to worry. I can just look at the text. Oh, this is just brilliant. I'm so happy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Trying to argue me down on price. Ooh, alright, she wants this. So it's up for 200 and something %. Yeah, get out of here. Give me that money. We're doing pretty well for money. We only need 80,000 for next payment. We're already sitting on almost 100. Which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. 2 pieces of armor in 3 days? Yeah, easy. Cool, and yellow because she's trying to sell it to me. Again, I don't want it for any kind of money. I'm not reasonable when it comes to buying expensive food. If the price is up, I'm not going to buy it from you. Oh, yes! Yes! All you missed was me telling you to ramble about video games as much as you want, and that Danny and I are going to be playing Myst at some point in our lives on stream for the first time. Okay. I'm so happy because Louis is going to buy this shield for me, which not only is great because I'm going to make a heap of money from it, but it means he's also going to equip it. And look how his defense and magic defense just skyrocket. Oh, this is beautiful. You know what? You can have it for 102%, which is stupid because it's high price and I should have sold it for double. I'm a fool, but that's okay. I'm being nice to a friend. Let's pretend it was about character building and not a mistake of misreading the color of my pan. I could have sold that for 10,000. But that's okay. Okay, news. The price of long swords has increased. The price of food has not. See, if I'd bought that expensive food yesterday, no profit in it. Alright, so I might go and explore in the town. Let's see if anything going on. Nothing going on actually. Oh, something in town square. Right, let's try it. Oh yes, loved Portal and Portal 2. Wonderful games. Selling overpriced items in the fountain. Oh, who's this new character? Now I need a character voice. She looks like she is designed in a way that feels like she's going to be coming back later. Hey, you there? Hi. There you go, she's British. Done. Easy. Let me help you.
絵に興味はあ
You
り
two
ま
look
せん
like you have good taste. Tell me, what do you think of these? They're picture postcards? Of the sea. These are quite well drawn, to be honest. Aren't they just? Now, wouldn't you love having a few of these on hand at all
で
times?
も
But I don't know, they don't think they match my stamps or anything I own now that I think
そ
about
ん
it.
なことありませんよ
Nonsense. They'll look perfect with any stamp in the world. Or you could pin them up on your wall, use them as pictures. Or perhaps I can interest you in something else. I'll have something you'll just adore. I don't. Out of curiosity, precisely what's the ask price for one of these postcards? A mere 500,000 pips. I suggest we return home now. Wait, it'll make a wonderful heirloom, and the price will only go up. You know, it's an investment, really. Yeah, I doubt that. You're ridiculous.
違うんですよ ああまあ
Oh, she has a secret charm. Well, that's just her name. She doesn't have a secret charm. Her name is Yuria, and she's using the Yuria charm. See, I'm smart. I know these things.
やったぜ
You ramble to the whatever extent you feel comfortable rambling. Oh no, Louis.
こんにちは
What was Louis' voice? He had a oh, he was a baby, that's right. He was a small baby Patrick Copus. Because I'm an idiot. Are you talking to me? I'm Louis. You bet I am. Listen, have I got an offer for you? And then blah blah blah. Alright. Well, now going home's going to take time, but, you know, that's okay. Let's go adventuring. Let's see if we can do Caillou. You know what, Caillou? Have a big new wand. We're going to try this again. We're going to see if we can figure out how to use
しょ
Caillou.
うがねえな
よし行きましょう
So I can be like, oh, that's hectic. Okay, there we go. That's how you use it.
こんなこんなこんなこんな
Yes. Okay. I'm excited now. That's a.
はい、
I'm pretty happy with that. That uses a bit of stuff. Not crazy now.
こんな
And if I hit people, I get mana back.
大丈夫
Hey. Caillou is a great wizard. Look at him. Just gotta be careful.
こんなこんな
大丈夫ですか
終わりだよ
Alright. I was practicing with some new spells, and it was foolish. So let's see if I can stay alive just a little.
こんなこんなこんな
Oh, this is not good. Oh, I died. I'm so usually I'm good. People, okay, if you're new here, if you're new, I'm usually okay. This just didn't go well at all. I can't use Kai. I get fucking one bad fight. I guess I'll take this. Let's take this one back. Ah. Hey Owen, welcome. Evening, is it? Out for an evening stroll? Bit late, isn't it? That's his voice. It's a bit late. What are you up to, sir? For myself, stargazing. Stargazing? Oh yeah, on nights like this when the sky's clear, I sometimes come out here to watch the heavens. That's actually really romantic. You embarrass me, Recette. Well, stargazing is plain enough, but don't mind the cold. You know, you're not gonna be very romantic if you're so fluey. Yeah, good advice. Stay safe, you two. What a pointless conversation. Right in the pub. Oh, Charme, hello. Hello, Recette. I forgot her voice already. Tears here too. Well, you have my deepest apologies for my continued existence. I can't take Recette home with me if you're here. What? I cannot let you do anything of the sort. I'm kidding. Yes. You guys are serious. Someone finds your humor hard to take, especially when you are that forward about it. It's kind of creepy. She's a small young girl. Nothing happening.
お疲れです。お疲れ様でした。
Welcome back, Tom. I tried Caillou again and I failed miserably. Less miserably than last time.
おはよ
But
う。お
pretty
は
dead.
ようございます。
Wasted a day, just dying. Price of heavy armor has decreased. The price of pieces of armor has normalized. Beware of adventurers without cards. Do I have it all
な
come
んでしょ
today?
うか。
Oh no! I didn't open the shop yet. I'm so dumb. I didn't open the shop yesterday, and so I missed my deadline for Charme wanting 2 weapons. I'm just a fool.
何を置こうかな。どれにしようかな。何がいいかな。何がいいかな。何がいいかな。
We've sort of gone back and forth on how much detail you give because you want people to do that extra item. Like I think looking under. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I talk too much? If you look under stuff, like a doormat, you wouldn't include that necessarily, right? Because that is an action that people would want to take. But you just don't want to feel like the detail has been overlooked, but they would have seen it in a real situation, if that makes sense. Like if you're just like, I look at the desk and you're like, the desk looks normal, and then later on it turns out there's like a secret code written on the desk. You're like, well, why didn't I see that when I said I look at the desk? There'd have to be some reason that they should think about more information, right? So like inside a plant pot is fine and under a mat is a big... I would not give the detail if it's something that like would make sense for someone to search. Like you wouldn't tell someone what's in a drawer necessarily if they're specifically not opening the drawer. But it's also an easy thing to do that you can change depending on their pacing as well. So if they're not doing very well, then yeah, tell them that they look underneath and find a key. You kind of got to feel it out.
どうしようかな。開店するね。こんにちは。いくら
And
にし
sell
よう
this.
かな。
See, yellow. I love it. This is so good. I'll give you like 40%.
いくらにしよう
Yeah,
か
okay,
な。
fine. 40%.
ありがとうございました。
See, that was a quick enough response.
買い取ったよ。こんにちは。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。いらっしゃいませ。これ
A desirable
欲
weapon.
しい。
You like this?
これ
Practice?
なんかどうでしょう。そう。いくらにしようかな。無理。いくらにしようかな。無理。
Dang, she didn't have enough money. I suppose when she came in before, she did say she had literally $0. Maybe asking her for 5,000 was a foolish idea.
いくらにしようかな。ありがと
まあいいか。
うございました。売れたよ。 いらっしゃいませ。
参ったな。
帰っちゃった。
She came in just to complain about me.
いくら
Hey,
に
you want a
し
big
よう
shield?
か
Sure,
な。
man.
いくらにしようかな。
I wasn't a big fan of you calling me girl, but
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。こんにちは。
Alright.
こんにちは。
2 hats in 2 days. Gotta remember
あ
to
りがとうござい
do
ま
these
した。
things.
えへへ。
I mean, it's
い
just
ら
because
っしゃ
I
いま
made a mistake. I'm like, ooh,
せ。いくらにし
do I
よう
want
か
to
な。
buy a baked yam? I mean, I'll buy it for maybe $800 for it.
ありがとうございました。買い取ったよ。
Pretty good value for a yam.
いらっしゃいませ。こんにちは。
Please sell things at me. Ooh,
いくらに
80.
しようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Yes. Oh no, the holy things boom has ended. Let's go. Look at this Naruto run. I'm going to take a very quick break. I'm going to, well, a medium length quick break. Might make a cup of tea. But I'll be back in just a moment. So I think I have a break thing set up here. What is this? What does this look like? Boop. Nice. Oh look, there's even a little tip jar. If you've been meaning to follow or share some bits or anything, you can do it now and throw them into a jar, which is fun. But otherwise, take a break with me. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to get a little bit of food and drink and use the bathroom. So feel free to do the same. Get around, stretch. If you're working, this is when you can pretend to do some work. And I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. All right, and we're back. Welcome. I've got my cup of tea. It's late, so it's non-caffeinated rooibos tea. And I have my small snack of a chocolate-covered piece of licorice. So everybody's happy. All right. I don't know how long the stream will be tonight, but we'll go for a little while. I mean, at the very least, we're going to get to this next $80,000 payment. So far, each of the streams have gotten to one of those payments, but we might go further. We'll just see how it plays. Oh, I'm not controlling the screen. All right, so we're opened for the day.
はい、何ですか？
Let's head out the door. Town Square.
こんにちは。
I will voice for your characters while I'm eating.
そうですね。
ちゃんとついてこいよ。
Let us go and
大丈夫ですか？
wonderful. Welcome back. I've only, you haven't missed anything if you just came back. Literally just walked out of here and had a quick conversation with an old man about nothing. Oh. Out of here, nice.
大丈夫ですか？アイテム拾ったよ。
Tricks.
アイテム拾ったよ。
Long sword. Come on, here. Get out of here, you bastard.
大丈夫ですか？
Think you're so cool. Oh, wait. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright. Small red blob. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Ooh, a beef blob. Perfect. It's a good 1,000 gold. Picks or whatever it is I'm selling things
さて、行きましょうか。頑張ってください。
That is the weirdest trap in the game when the fish just fly across the screen, but it's all going alright. Nice. Alright. Ooh, shell necklace.
アイテム拾ったよ。
Love it. Candy. Easy. Oh,
アイテム拾ったよ。
Louis.
大丈夫？
Very bad camera angle. Alright, nothing down this way. Alright. Alright. Let's go the other way.
大丈夫ですか？
He's just got so much more health than Kaya. So when I screw up, it's fine. Ooh, he's got a second move now. Vacuum blade. Only uses 5. That's cool. Yeah, he really is.
まだですよ
I'll try him again at some point. I'll get good with Kai. Oh my gosh, stop punching me. Did I say I was good at this? I was lying. I'm always terrible. Nice, give me that scratcher! Oh man, this is a huge level. Don't you dare. Oh, it's stuck at me. Alright. Oh, water crystal. That's cool. Loving these new weird ingredients.
こいつ
Don't know what to use the antivenom for.
「ちゃんとついてこいよ」
頑張ってください 大丈夫ですか
Alright, I've also almost gained level.
大丈夫
Very close. Come on. And I got a level. Everything's good. Everything's coming up, Louis.
アイテム拾ったよ
Oh yeah, it's great music. What did I just pick up? Yeah, yeah, the music in this game is great. It's memorable, it plays, it's chill. I always very much enjoy it. Whoa, okay. Toothpicks.
大丈夫ですか アイテム拾ったよ 大丈夫 アイテム拾ったよ
Oh, it's egg toast.
マナです
This game sometimes makes me want to play Maple Story. Similar vibe, I feel. I was never big into Maple Story, but I remember when it was a new thing playing it. I don't know if that's still a popular game. here play Maple Story? Does anybody play Maple Story anymore? Maybe.
ちゃんとついてこいよ。
頑張ってください。
Experience gain is doubled. Yeah. Let's get some experience.
ダメです。
Ugh. Maple Story was like a side-scrolling action platformer RPG that was also an MMORPG. It's the only side-scroller MMO I've ever seen or heard of, and it's very anime style. But it was an MMO. You had a character, but the whole thing was side-scrolling. Big open-world exploration done through side-scrolling. Combat really similar to this style, but it's a really classic kind of early MMO game. Just a cool game. Let's drop one of these candies. Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit. I've never gotten really into any MMO. But I was like, I feel like I was the right age for Maple Story when Maple Story came out. Maybe a little old for it. Maybe a little. I don't know. Maple Story. That's probably the right age. But I played a little bit, but not a huge amount. But it was pretty popular. It still is fairly popular. Well, no, it's not. But it stayed fairly popular for a while. Class progressions, branching path upgrades. Ah, but you didn't have a Nintendo 64 growing up, so are any of those games really worth it? That's the real question.
大丈夫ですか？レベルが上がったよ。大丈夫ですか？
I mean, 21 is too young. Like, Nintendo 64 was super old by the time you were playing video games. Nintendo DS was your childhood. There's some very good DS games. It's a classic. Hold on. Chunky old DS's floating around. Look at that baby. Oh man, that is broken. This is Danny's broken DS. I don't know if you can see the screen. Look at that. Broken screen. Professor Layton is phenomenal. Although to me, when the Game Boy Advance SP came out, which was like the first backlit Game Boy, and it had the flip, but only the single screen. That was so cool. I was so excited about that when I was a kid. Oh man, yeah, no, the Professor Layton games, absolutely phenomenal. Xbox One was your childhood. Get out of here, Owen. Get out of here, Owen, and your young ways. Xbox One. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna to finish this stream. I'm gonna show you a game from my childhood, which is actually older than I am, but it was a big childhood game of mine. I'm gonna show it off at the end of this stream. Skull Monkeys. I've never heard of Skull Monkeys. Claymation PS1 platformer. The only Claymation game I had was the fighting game on Nintendo 64. Clay Fighter. How wild. Oh yeah, I wanted that honey. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the honey. Man, I can't carry any items. I don't really want... Like, I kind of want ingredients now. So let's chuck the wooden helm. And get... Yeah. Is leather armor better than what I've got? No, it is not. Fair. Almost done. I just hope I don't die to the boss. Who's just Charme. Like the boss of this area is just Charme, who we already know. Experience is doubled. I think we gain a level. Oh, the game that to me is like nostalgia, but incredibly hard and weird. On PlayStation 1 is Heart of Darkness. I don't know if you've played Heart of Darkness. That is a wild game and very difficult. And again, not a huge part of my childhood, but like I had a friend who had it, and so whenever I was there, I would play it. But I didn't really have PlayStation growing up. I was a Nintendo person. It wasn't like a game that I had, really. Although I was a PS2 person. PlayStation 2 is an absolutely amazing game. Oh, Heart of Darkness, it's just so good. Alright, let's go fight this boss. Which, yeah, it's just Charme. Oh no, oh, you don't have to fight her? Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm happy to just not have a boss. Yeah. Okay, what am I going to drop? I'm going to drop... I want to keep all these ingredients. I'm going to drop this egg toast. I'm going to use it. There you go. We got a cool helmet. 40 winks, man. We're just swapping games that neither of us have heard of. 40 winks. Alien shooters based on Atari. Fair.
さあ、仕事しますよ。今日も頑張っていこう。
Where's the daggers? Alright, do I have any
何ですか？
outstanding orders I need to fill? Today the Guildmaster is going to want 2 pieces of armor. Let's go shopping first. Check out if there's any cutscenes, if there's any new dungeons. And then open up and sell some stuff. Oh, who's this? There's a new character every day. Big sis, right? That's her voice. You walk so fast, right up. She's like a female Peter Lorre. That girl.
Dear?
Here, something wrong? Ah, nah, it's nothing. You were looking at those sisters. Hey, Tia, do you think people see us? Sorry, how do you think people see us? Do you think we look like sisters? Yeah, given I'm a fairy, no, you're an idiot. Oh yeah, that's right. Still, I'd be pretty happy if you were my sister. What? Well, since I'm bigger, I'd be the big sister. Hee hee hee. Yeah, you're real dumb, Recette. Well, I guess you'd be the big sister. That'd be real nice too, right, sis? Yo, keep this up, I will leave you behind. How funny. I mean, fair enough, right? Fair enough to be inspired by Mario 64, kind of redefined platforming, but 40 weeks, man. God, when I think of things that are like not Banjo-Kazooie or not Mario 64, Croc jumps into my head. Although Croc was pretty cool, but man, Croc was very funny like that as like a 3D platformer in that era when people were figuring out how 3D platformers worked. Croc, good old Croc.
こんにちは。
Oh, my timing is great. Give me a
そうで
package.
すね。行ってきます。ありがとうございました。やったー。お疲れ様でした。でも。そうですね。
Oh yeah, cool, this German boy. Why on earth is he hiding behind a wall? Yeah, that's suspicious. Forward to investigation, and Yanus later. Wait, Recette. Hold it, you there. Cease whatever vaguely sneaky thing you're doing at once. Oh, this is an orphanage. What are you doing appearing at it like that? What did... Mind telling me who you are, little miss? I mean, it's not really German, it's just a vague Euro accent. My name's Recette. I run the item shop in Recettear on the hill. I was on my way home from delivering a package and saw you being all sneaky. Oh, you're the one who runs that, small shop, as they say. Pretty impressive at your age. We seem to have gotten off to a bad start. My name is Elan. In the strictest terms, I guess you could call me an adventurer. I owe something to this orphanage, so I stop by a lot. Why all the sneakification and peering then? I wasn't peering, really. I was more, gazing at, well, I guess with guilt. What do you... Times have been a little hard lately. You know how it can be. I can't afford to buy the kids who live there treats anymore. So I think to myself, it'd be just better if I didn't show up at all. But still... Oh, I see. I'm sorry I was angry at you. Hey, Elan, it's Elan. Elan's come. Oh, hell's bells, now they've seen me. Oh, I don't have anything. I got to let them down or go in empty-handed, I guess. You're okay. Huh? Look at them. The kids appreciate you, not the gifts. Kind of weird for merchants to say you don't need gifts, I guess, but it's true. Go on. Little miss. Come play with us. Play with me. Your fans wait, Miss Reland. Good luck. Maybe you should go easy on the alcohol too. Oh, this little girl has shamed me. I feel so ashamed. Maybe I will give her my adventurer cards, for I feel so much shame about my shameful shame. A human insomniac named Nightcap. I'd rid the world of good dreams by stealing the good dream creatures named Winks. Wait a minute, now this seems familiar. Huh. I mean, I love it, it's great. I mean, a hell of an evil art just now. Oh, I can make a cool sword. Yes, please. What do I get? Gilded sword. Oh, that's hectic. Oh, I need more bat wings. Need more honey. The chestnuts. Oh, I need a charm and adventurer clothes. Yeah.
こかな。
You have talent and friends, I'm sure.
どれにしようかな。
A small dog is gonna walk past. There he is.
何がいいかな。どうしようかな。
Okay. Kaiten desu.
いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, Charlie, welcome. Hi, Recettear, listen, shush. Oh, message from the guild. Yes, totally new dungeon. Totally new dungeon for the next stream, I think, because tomorrow in the game is going to be when we pay stuff off, so we'll probably finish there, but new dungeon. Amber Garden. Okay. Maybe we'll try it actually. Maybe we'll try it to end the stream. Or like end this game for the stream. Oh, she doesn't like spending money. She's the worst. She refuses to spend any money. I don't know why she turns up to my shop. Hey, it's Art Girl. Whoa. She wants to sell it to me for 500% of the base price. What a weirdo. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild. I don't want to buy your warm-up bread. Yes! I was so hoping Louis would come in to buy this sword, and he did!
まあそのくらいか。
Now he's strong. Strong and mighty! Yeah, I'm ready.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。これいただける？いくらにしようかな。いいわね。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, do not spoil any Death Stranding for me. Don't put a single piece of information about Death Stranding. All I know about that game is that I want it, and I haven't bought it yet. And I don't really know anything else other than that one scene of his with Guillermo del Toro talking about the baby and describing the tech, the tech behind it. I don't know anything about the gameplay. I don't know anything about how it works, and I want to play it like with a fresh eye when I finally do. So there is no Death Stranding spoiling in this chat. Do I have the pieces of armor you asked for? I think so. But armor's all cheap. How annoying. No, just take two irons.
これなんかどうでしょう。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
Ridiculous.
いらっしゃいませ。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
There are signs of a boom in longswords among men who know quality. The price of metal things is normalized. If your glasses need adjustment, talk to us today. Alright, we have 2 time ticks for today, and then we got 80,000 gold tomorrow. So let's check out this new dungeon. Charme said she wanted to do it, so let's take Charme. I'm going to bring this thief's knife. I'm going to try out the first floor of the Amber Garden. Look, I am not good with her. She's so much weaker than Louis. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm going to die, but let's give it a crack. Enemy movement speed increased. That's not good. Oh, she has 2. Mirror image or flame charge.
よし行きましょう
Alright, good start. I love this place. It looks cool. It's all boardwalks and water. It's kind of nice. I don't remember this at all.
大丈夫
Oh, God. Okay, that was a stupid way to start. Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Okay, so good. That's not too much. I need to pay 80,000 tomorrow. Oh, I'm so dead. No, I'm dead. Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my god. Oh, this is not good. No one's as good as Louis. So close. Oh, no, candy isn't gonna help. I need some food. Well, it's not for rent. It's for paying off my father's incredible debts. Dead. Oh man, I'm so bad at this. But we checked out the new area. That's good fun. Get out of here. Stop dancing on my corpse. What's that?
お疲れ様でした
Because I inherited it. Because that's how it works here.
まあ頑張りました
He
ね
might be dead.
おはようございます
Or do we have one more day? Okay, we have to pay it off the end of today. Okay, let's
どれにしようかな行ってきます
we're gonna try that dungeon one more time. But we're gonna do it as Louis this time, who is just hectic. We're gonna go to Amber Garden. We're gonna start our day with one more crack at the garden. And it's gonna be great.
さて
Oh, experience gain is double.
行きましょう
Yeah. Whoa! Oh, I'm so scared. Oh no. They turn into bombs when they die.
アイテム
Alright.
拾ったよ
This place is scary. Okay, anti-venom I don't need. I have heaps of it. So if I need to drop stuff, try and remind myself of the anti-venom. Red oil, that's new. Not really inventive with any. Well, not many new enemies. Sometimes just in that flame ball. And the flame ball is pretty cool, I gotta say. But still. Nice, giant boots.
アイテム拾ったよ。
Next floor.
ちゃんとついてこいよ。
よし、行きましょう。
Chocolate.
レベルが上がったよ。
Nice, level up. You can zap me with your dumb face. Oh, Batman.
アイテム拾ったよ。
I don't think I'm going to go all the way back down to the start to check out the next area. Let's just go to the next level. I can't remember when the father had so much debt. Also, welcome, hello. I can't remember. I think the father had
行き
debt
ましょう。頑張ってくだ
because
さい。
he's just a fool. He was an adventurer. Maybe he was running the shop, but running it really badly. I can't even remember. But either way, he accrued a huge amount of debt, and then he left to go and fight crime. He may have died in a volcano, and so now I'm going to pay off the debt. Whoa, don't throw rocks at me.
アイテム拾ったよ。
Nice.
大丈夫ですか？大丈夫ですか？
Rude.
アイテム拾ったよ。大丈夫ですか？
So this is the kind of failure that you can do when you lose, because you have so much health and defense.
大丈夫ですか？ アイテム拾ったよ。
Yeah, he's just a gambler.
大丈夫？ 大丈夫？アイテム拾ったよ。 大丈夫？ 大丈夫？
Oh, oh, I've been teleported.
いくぜ。
Alright, well, let's go this way. Nice. Insect trap. I need these. Let's go down to the next level.
さて、行きましょうか。頑張ってください。そうです。
Oh, it's gonna be cold. Alright. Nice, red oil. So many ways to go. So this is the 4th floor. So the next floor will be a boss. So the goal is to try and make sure I gain a level before I drop to the next section. Which is right here. So I don't want to go through this portal until I've gained a level. That's the goal. That'll get me a full heal, and obviously I'll be slightly powerful as well, so... So once that's done, we'll finish up, we'll go back, like open the shop once, I think. And then we can... pay off our debt, and I'll probably end this game then. And then I want to show off 1, 2, 3 while we're talking about games. Oh, new trivia questions. Yeah. So some trivia questions into the chat. What is a fun trivia question? Well, we're talking about games, so let's do some games trivia. Who wrote the music for Ocarina of Time? We're talking about Nintendo 64 games. The hint is, they also wrote the music for like every single game. That's one question. Once that's done, we'll use the... you know, no, you redeemed 2 at once. I'll do another one at the same time. The other question we can talk about is... what's a fun game question? Ooh, here's an unrelated game question. Another person, bit more obscure game. Who was the lead designer / creator, really, of the game Spore? I have hints for that one if you would like. If you don't know the game Spore. Yes, you're allowed to say it. Type it in the chat. Well, here are 2 name-based questions for you, bloody Panda. So sorry. Well... that's trivia. The questions are asked now. Koji Kondo is correct for the music for Legend of Zelda. Pretty much every single game that Nintendo makes. Koji Kondo is the right answer. Does anyone know who created the game Spore? Does anyone know the game Spore? It's not that obscure. It's a pretty famous game. From what, like the mid-2000s? Late 2000s? Even later, I don't know. Oh no, there's not enough people to kill to gain a level. I don't want to fight the boss when I'm this weak. Huh. Respawning enemies. I'm saving grace. Oh, this is not going to be good. I was really hoping I could gain a level. I don't think I can. If you want a hint for Spore, Spore is of course a simulation game. The person who created Spore also created The Sims. If that helps. Yes, it is. It is a game that has so much more promise than it delivers on. I think is the general consensus of Spore. Sounds cool, is not. Alright, I'm not going to be able to gain a level. Let's go die to a boss and lose all of the progress. Bat King. Fancy hat, common wings.
Yeah.
Oh no. just gain a level. Yes, Will Wright. Will Wright is correct. Nice, got him. Got him. Not actually a hard boss at all. Awesome. Let's get out of here.
とりあえず町に戻りましょう。
Congratulations, you got it. All right. Let's do some cutscenes. Hey, come to, that reminds me. I heard there's a girl who's been handing out advice to people lately. Advice? I mean, I'll be blah, 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 blah. But here in the pub, apparently she can clear up any problems you have in seconds. I kind of wonder who it is. It's probably... yeah, maybe Charming.
参ったな。
Okay. Oh, nice. That's fun. Forever? Is that 4 weeks and then you're done forever? Finish school, go out into the world and be a human being? Oh no, a girl wants 2 hats today. I'm an idiot. Do I have 2 hats? Oh no. I'm gonna make the little girl sad. Damn it. You know what? Damn. Oh, now I feel mean. I didn't think about my orders. I forgot a little girl wanted hats. Students are getting ready to be human beings.
Yo!
Are you doing okay, Recettear? It's me, Elan. I can't afford anything expensive, but I thought I'd just pop in and say hello.
Bye.
I ain't gonna buy your candy. Well, I will, for like 43% of the face price. Toontown. I do not remember Toontown. I assume you are toons living in some kind of town. Oh, I didn't have hats. She wants hats and I don't have hats. What am I gonna do? Maybe she wants helmets. Helmet's okay?
これなんかどうでしょう。違うの。怒らせちゃったかな。
I'm such a bad
いらっしゃ
shopkeeper.
いませ。いくら
Okay,
にし
she
ようか
never
な。
buys anything for anything. Will you pay like 110%?
何それ。いくらにしよ
You're
うか
the
な。
worst. You pay 109.
そりゃ高いって。怒
What
ら
is
せ
wrong
ちゃ
with
っ
this
たか
person?
な。
Why are they even shop?
いらっしゃいませ。いくらに
That's
しよう
kind
か
of,
な。
kind of rude, but whatever.
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。こんにちは。
A bracelet? I think I do. Yes.
これですよ、これ。いくらにしようかな。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。
Oh wow, okay. No, I have no knowledge of this game at all. I've never heard of it. That sounds wild.
いらっしゃいませ。
こういうのが欲しいんだけど。
Treasure. How about
こ
this
れなんか
backpack?
どうでしょう。
いいわね。
いくらにしようかな。
And I do.
わかったわ。
ありがとうございました。売れたよ。お疲れです。 お
Alright.
疲れ様でした。
I think that'll do us for Recettear for the night.
今日は頑張りましたね。今日は返済日でこの調子でいきましょう。来週も頑張りましょう。おめでとうございます。今週分は確かに回収いたしました。頑張りましょう。
And you have to pay even more next week. I have to pay like 120 or
仕
something.
事しますよ。
Even
今
more.
日も頑張っていこう。
I'm gonna pay 200,000 next week. Is there any chance I'm gonna do that? Alright. We're gonna save this game.
セーブします。
Save shimasu. I'm gonna leave it there. That's it for Recettear. But if we can, I wanted to show off one other game. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to show this off very easily, but let's give it a try. Just because we were talking about old games, I want to talk about a game that I used to play as a kid. I don't think I've ever shown off on stream before. We'll play like 2 seconds just to show you this game. It's a brilliant, brilliant game. Let me just quickly see what happens. I'm going to add a... Yeah, add display capture, all good. So that's... I'm going to put this here, and I reckon it'll just turn the top left corner into a game. That's how I reckon it's going to work. So let's just find out. What we're going to do is I'm going to see if I can load this game up. Is it installed? Yes. I'm going to see if I can make Sword of the Samurai work. What does this look like? Oh. Hold on. I cannot see the game at all. Wait. Now there's just infinite me's in the corner. Oh, that's not good. Actually, you know what? That's probably fine. Let's give this a crack. Let's just run a little window here. Sorry, I'm just troubleshooting as we go. Alright, this is not the best way to do it, but it's how we're going to do it. There we go. That's what we're going to do. Just so you can see what the game is. And I'm going to just show it off. Oh, let's use the Tandy sounds. No, let's use the IBM generic sounds. I have played Sid Meier's Pirates, but only as an adult, not when it was out. So this game is called Sword of the Samurai. This is a fantastic game. Oh. I really love that sound. Let's turn that down a bit. Okay, so this game is fantastic. This game was made in 1989. And it is a kind of life sim combat samurai game. So we start a new game, right? We can give ourselves a cool samurai name, which is going to be... What's a samurai name? We're going to be Tanaka. Done. And you choose a place to start. I'm just showing this off very quickly before the end of the stream. And so you can see each of them has 4 stats. That's your honor, your generalship, so how good your troops are, your swordsmanship, so how good you are at fighting, and then how much land you own. And that, depending on the province, you get different stats. So we're going to pick a random one. It doesn't matter too much. Let's go somewhere we have lots of land. Let's go to Issei in the Kitabatake clan. And we'll just play it on beginning difficulty, and we're going to say that land is also what our family is good at. So it starts off, and oh, this sound is so bad. I love it. So, and you get a little description, right? Lord Ryotetsu is the Hatamoto who you will serve. He welcomes you into the ranks of his samurai subordinates. He says, your father served Kitabatake clan well. I'm sure you will live up to his name. Please be introduced to your other samurai. So he introduces you to the rival samurai. Oh, this sounds terrible. I shouldn't have used these sounds. I should use different sounds. So this is Takehisa. He is a samurai of great renown. So he'll be the best. He'll be the top dude out of your rivals. He has advanced 56 warriors. Barely adequate honor. Hiroyasu has 41 warriors. Barely adequate honor. Usually the sound is better than this. Sumimoto has 16 warriors. And I've got 10. I have 10 samurai who work for me. That's always your picture. You cannot choose what you look like. And every sort of like turn, you can do any of these things, right? So I can just get more troops. I can practice swordsman. I can practice fighting. I can train my troops. I can donate land to raise my honor, or I can raise my taxes to increase my land. So that's what you can do any turn, right? And if you press F1, you get to see your rivals. So you can see the information about them. And basically how it works is you go through, you do missions, you fight troops, you go by yourself to duel people or save people from castles. And when the Hatamoto dies or anything like that, whoever is the top samurai becomes Hatamoto, and then you do it again, right? And then like now you're working for a daimyo, and you're one of his 4 Hatamotos, and eventually the goal is to become shogun by going through this process a few times. And you can like go chat with you. Like, so I'm just going to equip samurai for a little bit. Oh god, I wish this sound was not playing, but that's all right. So I've been getting a few samurai. We can do this, right? We can. Oh, no, let's keep. But here's an event, right? So a large unit of Iko-Iki are attacking the holdings of Hiroyasu, inflaming the peasants and calling for his overthrow. He urged all true samurai to join him in crushing the invaders. Whoa! And Sumimoto has taken Takehisa's family member hostage. Wild. But let's do that. Let's go and travel at the head of my troops to go help this dude out. What was his name? Hiroyasu? Is he the guy who's... Yeah, Hiroyasu's like, if you want to, come help me do this. So we walk here along the world map, follow some roads. We're going to go to Hiroyasu's house. So we walk. Oh, slow going over the mountains. And we go, hey, Hiroyasu, I've got my troops with me. There's not many, but I want to help out. Oh no, also a rebellious band of peasants has abducted a priest. So if we go to Ryotetsu's castle, we can help out with that. But still, we're going to order our warriors to help Hiroyasu. Oh no, what? Sumimoto's being a real butt. He was here at Hirayasu's house trying to do something mean. Hiroyasu says, great, help me out with these people who are attacking me, and you can take command of the forces. So then we get the little battle minigame, right? So because of all of our troops together, this is the troops we have. I can choose how they want to start. We're going to start in the classic Koyaku, which is obviously the best way to start. And we should get charged by some enemies. So here they come. We can control our troops thusly, which we're going to do to try and cut his guys off at the pass. Got 2 groups of spearmen and some archers, and this is just like the battle minigame, right? Yeah, right. Suddenly it's an RTS, right? I'll try and show off all the little minigames or like the modules of this game. It's like a modular life sim RPG. It's just such a cool game. It's one of my favorite computer games that has ever been, like ever. Like I still will just play this for fun, and it's now, 30-something years old, right? 1989. They're routed. They're just going to run away, so I'll just pause my dudes. So this is like with your troops. Like I was recruiting all these samurai. This is building my army up, and like so for fights like this. Sumimoto also wants people to help out, but Sumimoto's a loser. Yeah, I could have just ordered my troops to attack straight away. So now I'm going to go to Ryotetsu, who's the actual boss. Not the boss, like not a boss fight boss. Like he's our boss. He's the daimyo. So we're going to go hang out with him. Oh, a matchmaker wants me to get married. So in this game, you can get lives in the form of having children who will come of age and take over if you die. We're going to talk to Ryotetsu. Now, I can't remember what this was. Some priests had done something rude, but I'm going to announce my readiness to defend the clan's honor. Cool. So a bunch of peasants have kidnapped a priest. So now we're going to go, I'm not with my troops. I'm doing this by myself, right, as a samurai. So instead, this goes into a top-down arcade kind of shoot-'em-up style game as a samurai with a bow and a sword. So now it's this. This is the game. Hold on, come on. You gonna load? So I'm in the rice fields. Here's me. I can fire arrows. Kill all these peasants before they can get to me. Oh, spearmen are so mean. Come on, spearmen. Like, it's just wonderful. So we had an RTS a second ago. Now we've got like a arcade kind of shoot 'em up game. And if they get close, I pull out a sword. Where, anybody left? Oh, another spearman. Spearman, I would... See? Ah, sword. It's just a fun... Oh, this... Oh, I don't like it. Oh, there's too many spearmen. Oh, spearmen. Spearmen are real tough. Aha, I got him. Like, isn't this wonderful? What a cool game this is. Priest is really happy. And also, person introduced a bride. I can be like, hey, called a bride. Oh, yes! Oh, love it. Okay, so matchmaker's like, I found a bride for you, but oh no, she's also been kidnapped by bandits because everybody gets kidnapped by bandits. So now I have to find her by entering a bandit's castle. So this is the same sort of minigame we just played, but I'm now looking to go find her and bring her and save her, and then she might marry me. It is such a phenomenally good... So here, right, you see I can't see the whole map, right? I've got a path. I can go through this door and have a look in here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to get got. Oh, okay, cool. Right, so I'm looking for this woman who's been kidnapped. And once I find her, which hopefully I'll do, I'll take her out with me. You can see how that works. Nothing in here. Oh, where is she? Oh no, someone set off the alarm. I think. This guy's gonna come try around the back, which is foolish because I got a bow, you losers. Trying to kill me. Alright, there's another guy down there. Alright. It's just such a good game. So I'm still looking for this kidnapped woman. I knew there was one of them around here somewhere. Where is she? Where is this lady? There she is. So let's just pick her up. Let's see if I can get out. I'll go back the way I came just so I don't have to deal with any new people. Oh no, alright, all good. So now I just leave. I've grabbed her, I've killed all the bandits, and I'm going to take her limp, useless body and leave. Pow, rescued her from some bandits. Right? It's just so good. And we're married. Right? So I can visit someone, meet Hiroyasu. Now, I'm friends with Hiroyasu. I helped him defend his thing, so I won't tell him that he's a coward whose ancestors hold dung, but I could invite him to a tea ceremony. Oh, but he says no. He doesn't like me. And now let's go home. Back to the Tanaka estate, which is where I'm from, because that's my name. And I'll show you the one last sort of main gameplay thing, right? So I head home. I will practice Kenjutsu, and you can see the last thing. So this last kind of style of gameplay is sword fighting. It's like a dueling mini game. So it's you duel, and it's based on how good you are at swordsmanship. There's a blocking mechanic that I never really worked out, even though I've been playing this game for literally like 25 years. But it's really fun. Fun fact about the dueling mini game of this game: the dueling mini game was completely designed by Sid Meier. Who did Sid Meier's, obviously, Pirates and Civilization and all that stuff. So one of his early jobs working for Microprose, well, not early jobs, but one of the things he did in this game was he designed this thing that we're about to do now. So he designed the dueling mechanic. So I'll just do the practice too. So it's like over-the-shoulder fighting game where I can swing my sword and try and get a cut. Alright, it's just brilliant. Killed him, got him. Bah! It's just brilliant. It's such a phenomenal game. Oh, so here's another one, right? So before, it said like someone's kidnapped a priest, go to the Lord Ryotetsu's castle to deal with it. So now a samurai has just rocked up at Lord Ryotetsu's castle from somewhere else, and he's like, I'm going to challenge people to duels. So if I wanted to, I could travel by myself. I'll probably lose this one, but I could head up to Ryotetsu's castle and be like, oh, so while I'm traveling, I've been attacked by some ronin or some thieves or someone. So I'm going to draw my sword in defense of honor. How dare you, sirs? How dare you? And it'll go back to this killing lots of people minigame. Because I've been attacked by a group of like bandits. So here they are, trying to fight me. Think you can fight me, you dumb bandits? I'll take you all on. Where are you running? Trying to run away? Just because you fought a true samurai? What is this dude doing? It's just, you just do this and you try and get more powerful. You try and like sabotage your rivals to become the top sort of samurai in the land. I'm going to defend the clan's honor. So this is a traveling, dueling samurai who's probably going to absolutely destroy me, but let's give it a try. Just do this great strategy where you just do the same side attack over and over again. Aha, got him. Got him. Alright, he's not so good. I got him. Pow! And I do that, and then I preserve the honor of the Kitabatake clan. Word of your victory is spread far and wide. Lord Rotetsu states, it's good to see Tanaka perform an honorable act. He's a samurai of commendable honor. Takehisa's fief is under attack. And as a result of recent events, like killing a bunch of dudes, my standing in the clan has improved. If I press F1, you can see I'm now second in line for the promotion. It's just really cool. And it's got all these like surprisingly layered mechanics of like, I can, if I wanted to, right? This guy, Takehisa, is currently in line for the next kind of promotion, right? But I could go to Takehisa and I could be like, if I can go like have a tea ceremony and insult him right? Just like right to his face. Just be like, you are the worst person ever. There's really two options. He'll either take a front and try and fight me to the death, in which case, awesome, I kill him and then he's no longer in the running. Or he just takes it and is like, okay, thanks for the insult, I'm scared of you. In which case, that's kind of frowned upon, and it will affect our rating, and it may mean that I'll like become the next in line because people are like, oh, we didn't want to fight him because, you know, like, but I think it can also backfire. So if I insult him, maybe it'll be bad for me. People are like, why are you insulting Takahisa? He's so cool. So there's all these like dynamics, and I could like, there's like, you can go around dressed as a ninja at night, and I could like, yeah, well, no, you can. It's not even an issue. You can just murder your competition. I can sneak in as a ninja at night, find him sleeping in his bed, and fight him to the death by just sneaking in. Do it. Yeah, let's give it a try. Ooh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna travel disguised as a Paul Ronin. Let's try something like this, and I'm gonna go to Takahisa's house and see what we can do. See what mean things we can do. I know sometimes they gate when or how you can do it. Like they may not always be available, but let's see what we can do disguised as a Ronin. So nobody knows who I am. Everyone's like, who's this loser? Oh, and my wife just gave birth to a daughter. So I can wait until nightfall, sneak past the guards. But here's the thing. If I get caught, I get dishonored. Like, it's like, oh my god, you were trying to do something evil and sneaky. Like, you are a terrible person. And I'll like drop to the bottom of the rankings. But I could take a hostage from the Lord's family. I could try and assassinate him. On treachery, right? Treachery, you can like steal something from somebody else and then like place it in his house to frame him for the theft. It's really fun. But what we're going to do is we're going to assassinate someone. I'm going to assassinate Takahisa. Now, here's the thing. If I succeed, but any guard escapes after seeing me, I lose out because like he'll be dead, but I'll be known as a person who snuck in and killed him. So I'll lose all of my honor, and possibly I will be executed. Right? It's just wild. There's so much cool stuff in this game. So let's give it a try. Let's make sure no one sees me and lives. Sneak, 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 sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Anybody in here? Not anymore. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak, 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 sneak. La, la, la. You can also, later on, people will try and do this to you. I've had missions where suddenly I'm at home, like, recruiting samurai, and suddenly it's like, you are woken up by ninjas in the middle of the night. You know, prepare to defend yourself. Oh, I don't know if this guy saw me or not. But he definitely just found a dead body. And that's the alarm. Oh no. So because he found that dead body... Oh, I got shot and died. So this is terrible. Look at here we go. I've been caught, well, obviously on a mission to treachery. They had no choice but to order you to commit seppuku. You have until sunset first of death. Oh, what? I can commit seppuku? Never. I'm gonna... I don't know what my options are here. He's ordered me to commit seppuku, but I'm not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to travel as a Paul Ronin, and I'm going to go find the guy who's ordered me to kill myself, and I'm going to get him. How dare he? Oh, he exterminated my entire family. Oh well, there you go. So it's a phenomenal game. It is very, very good. Yeah, there you are. All right, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. This is really fun. Last time I streamed at this time, there were like 2 people. So I'm glad I kind of got the word out a bit more for this one. Because, yeah, I didn't really intend to play Sword of the Samurai. I just thought I'd show it off at the end of the stream. Maybe someday we'll do a Sword of the Samurai stream. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing that's really cool, right? Sometimes you are the next one in line for promotion, but it's a bit precarious. So you're like, well, I want the Lord to die now. You can wait for him to die of natural causes, but that doesn't happen so much. So you kind of get this thing of like, well, should I go and assassinate him so I get this promotion? But how am I going to do? Like, if I get caught, I lose all my progress. Like, it's such a good game. Like, legitimately fantastic game. Even now, I haven't played a game in the style of that game, which occasionally games have tried to do. But I haven't really played a game in that style that is, or even really a game in a modern game that is trying to emulate that style. It's not really a thing anymore, but it's so good. It so captures like all of these elements of your role as a samurai, of like dealing with all the honor stuff and dealing with family and dealing with your land and taxes and raising an army, but also getting good at swordsmanship and fighting people. Like, it's so layered and cool. I would love to see like a remake of that game specifically in a modern setting. I think it could be spectacular, but you know, what do I know? I'm just some loser. But yeah, so thank you everybody. I'm going to finish the stream there. It was really fun. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you're all having a good day. I know it's not evening for anybody really, unless you're also Australian, in which case, what are you doing? It's almost 2 a.m. But yeah, have fun. Have a good rest of your day. Again, I'm so sorry that these streams are so intermittent and unannounced, but like, it's rare that I'm up for streaming this late at night. But hey, it was good fun. It was lovely. It was lovely to meet a few new people as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time there is a stream. Probably, I guess, like Thursday or Wednesday evening for the US. We'll see how it all works. All right. Thank you, everyone. It was great fun. I'm really liking Recettear. It's such a good game. It's so fun to get back to it. We need $200,000 for next week, so that will be scary. Let's do the best we can, I guess. All right. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you all later. Bye.